Hi guys, welcome back. You all are welcome to my YouTube channel. As you all know, my name is Ame Josioma Davida and I'm a hotel manager. So guys, today we are going to be talking about qualities that defines a good hotel manager. So let's go straight on to business. So the number one point you need to pay so much attention to is your leadership and confidence. As you all know, as a manager, there are people look up to you, expectations are hard, and you have to come up to it. So your ability to lead teams, delegate tasks, and make firm decisions while inspiring respect and motivation is actually very, very, very important. So that's the number one key point you need to know as a whole you quality you have to have as a hotel manager. So moving on to number two point is your excellent communication skill. You all know most people have language barrier issues during communication, so you have to pay very close attention to that. Your strong verbal and written interpersonal communication for coordinating with staff, handling guests, and liaising with stakeholders, it has to be something you definitely have to know how to hold it down. So moving on to point number three is your problem solving and decision making. So as a hotel manager or as a manager in general, you have to be quick in thinking. Your resourcefulness and your calmness in resolving guest complaints, operational challenges, or emergencies has to be a skill that you must possess. When a guest comes to you, oh, this is not working, how do you handle that situation? So you first of all you start by, oh sorry, please, we are so sorry that you have to experience this, ma'am. We're so sorry you have to experience this, sir. This is just give us few minutes, we'll have this figured out. Oh please, sir, let's just do this, let's just do that. Okay, we sincerely apologize. There's a way you have to communicate with those guests that will put them in a space that they will feel calm and heard, so situations will not escalate. So we are moving on to the third point, which is your problem empathy and customer centric attitude. So it is very, very important that you understand your guest need, showing genuine care to them, and ensuring top-notch hospitality experience. It is very, very important. Every guest feel welcomed and heard and seen. When you as the manager pay close attention to them, make sure they are well satisfied, make sure that their expectations are reached and they are not lacking in any way while they are at your space. So you have to pay so much attention to their needs and complaints and make sure that everything is being attended to. So moving on to point 5 is attention to detail. Ensuring high standard of cleanliness, service quality, and consistency across all departments is very, very important. You have to pay so much attention to every department. You have to make sure that they are getting the exact things they are expected rightly without any complaints and the rest of it. You have to make sure that for the kitchen the dishes are properly made and served. The plates are in order, they are being kept washed properly and cleaned properly. Every single thing is clean to avoid allergies and emergencies that will cost you a lot in your business. So that is another point you need to pay so much attention. Is a quality you have to be well acquainted with. So another point I'm going to be talking about is your ability to multitask and your time management skill. So it's very important that you have that quality of managing your time. You juggle several responsibilities: staff supervision, guest satisfaction, budgeting, and operation. Make sure they are effectively in order, effectively put in order together for you to get a good result. So you have to possess your multitasking and time management skill. So another one is your emotional intelligence. Maintaining professionalism, maintaining professionalism, handling conflict tactfully, and creating a positive work environment for everyone around you, your colleagues, your board members, is very, very, very important. You have to make sure that your emotions are not, you're not always overwhelmed with emotions. You don't let things get to you. You don't communicate to people or be very rude to people because you're not emotionally stable or you're going through your own struggles. No, nobody cares about you. As long as you're a manager, you have to put your job in the picture. It has to be your number one priority. So your ability to manage your emotional intelligence is very, very important. So moving on to the next one I'm going to be talking about is financial and business acumen. See, it's very, very important that you understand that whatever business you're into, whatever thing you're managing, you have to be very conscious about your finances, because you cannot be investing your time, energy, and finances into something you're not making profit on. Any business you're into the business for you to make profit. So if you're not paying attention to this, your knowledge of budget, cost control, and revenue strategies to keep the hotel profitable, then you are not ready to be a good manager. So you have to possess all these qualities for you to effectively call yourself a good manager. Do you understand me? So I'm going to run through the points that I've briefly talked about. First of all, I talked about your leadership and confidence, where I told you about your ability to lead your teams and delegate tasks as a good manager without escalating or creating havoc in any form. I talked about excellent communication skills. Your strong and verbal, written, interpersonal communication has to be in good coordination. I talked about your problem solving and decision making, your quick thinking, resourcefulness, and calmness in resolving guest complaints and operational challenges. It has to be considered. Attention to details. You have to pay close attention to details. Your ability to multitask and manage your time is very important. You have to put your emotional intelligence in check at every point. And then the last but not the least, is your ability to manage your financial and business acumen. So guys, with these few points, I think if you can actually practice 5 of these 8 points I've listed, if not all, then trust me, you would definitely be considered and hired anywhere you go and present your CV as a hotel manager. So guys, let me know what you think about the points I've listed out here, and put your comments there so we can interact and exchange ideas. Thank you guys. See you next time. Bye.